Hey YouTube, it's Sharice here, and I'm really excited because I painted my nails last night, and aren't they super pretty? This color is a Sally Hansen Extreme Wear color in Blizzard, ice something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Anyways, I'm just like really loving this blue. It's like a turquoise kind of color. It just looks really pretty against like my box skin, So I've been living it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. This is what it looks like in the bottle. And the color is Blizzard Blue. That's what it looks like on the nails. Blizzard Blue. But I thought I'd film for you a drugstore makeup haul. You guys know that I'm a foundation and powder junkie. When it comes to makeup, I'm all about the skin. That is, I feel like, the most important part of makeup is the skin. So the foundation, if you use concealer, and I actually picked up a concealer that's been very popular here on YouTube, and I don't really wear concealer because I don't really have too much to conceal, but as of late, I've noticed that I've been getting bags under my eyes, so you guys can see the lines right here. But it doesn't look too bad today, but as the day goes on, I've been noticing that I am getting bags under my eyes, which I've never had before, like noticeable bags. I'm only 22. But yeah, so I picked up a concealer to try out. And let's start with the things that I got from K-Mart. So I just got back from K-Mart, literally, and I picked up 3 things, and I only took in $20 with me because I didn't want to spend way too much money. So I also have my receipt to tell you how much everything cost. So the first thing I picked up was this Soft Focus finishing powder in creamy bronze finish, and this is from Black Radiance. And a lot of YouTubers have been raving about this powder. Crystallis007 talked about this, and I really like her makeup reviews. And Glam Shay also talked about this powder. And I'm like in between their skin tones. I'm like an NW45, NC50 when it comes to MAC. I'm like, if you add those two together, they make my perfect skin tone. As you guys know, I'm dark, but I have a lot of yellow undertones, and sometimes it can be hard to find foundation that matches because foundation usually tends to come off way too red on me. So it looks very muddy and just too dark, or it's too orange and then it just looks strange. And it's really hard to find a deep foundation with a truly yellow undertone. And so I went with the powder that Crystallis007, I hope I'm saying that right, uses. And she got creamy bronze finish. But Glam Shay, who's a little bit deeper than me and is my color when I'm in the summer, got like the chocolate finish. And this powder says that it's a multi-use formula. Lightweight, silky texture, softens the appearance of fine lines, enhances natural skin tone, 100% oil-free. It's a matte formulation, sheer to light color payoff, and it should even your skin tone. So I'm excited to try this out. I'm going to try it out during this spring break, which mine starts tomorrow. So that is the first item I got, and this item cost $6.99 at Kmart. The second item I got from Kmart is also from Black Radiance, and it's their pressed powder. And I really like their pressed powder in Bronze Glow, which, what's her name here on YouTube? I can't remember her name here on YouTube. I remember her face right now. Really likes to use to set her foundation, but I wanted one in a darker color that I could use to contour with. And so I got this color in Rich Mahogany. And it's been said that these powders are comparable to the MAC mineralized skin finishes, and it's Shalenda 1. Shalenda 1 here on YouTube is the one who got me on these Black Radiance powders. And I use another color. Let me go get it. I've hit pan on both of these, but I normally use the color Bronze Glow, which looks like this all over my face. This is the one that's my skin tone, and this is the one I'm going to use to contour, and you can see that there is a drastic difference. And I think I'm really going to like this for a contour. And this powder only cost $4.99, so it's cheaper than the Maybelline Fit Me in 3.6 that I normally use to contour. So that's the second item I picked up from K-Mart. The third item I picked up from K-Mart is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 30 Cafe Cafe. I was about to say 30 Cafe, but it's 30 Cafe Cafe. And it looks like this. And this is the one that basically all YouTubers use, and I'm specifically thinking of Makeup Game on Point. She really likes this, and her and I are almost the exact same skin tone. I'm a little bit deeper than her. And so I think I'm really going to like this as a concealer for the days when these under eye circles are like popping a little too much for my liking. My mom's texting me. My dad had surgery today. It went well. He had shoulder surgery on his rotator cuff. But everything went well. It went great. The only thing that happened is that as they were putting the breathing tube down his throat, they accidentally knocked out his fake tooth. He has a fake tooth in the front because when he was deployed in Afghanistan, he was trying to open a milk jug. And I know this is a tangent. He was trying to open a milk jug, but he used his tooth to open it, his teeth to try and open it, and he ended up knocking one of his teeth out, one of his front teeth. So he has a false front tooth. And as they were putting the breathing tube in, they hit it a little bit too hard, and it popped out. That is the only thing that went wrong with his surgery, and actually was pretty funny. A good way to, relax everyone before the surgery actually began. So, thanks for everybody out there who watches my videos that was praying for him and his shoulder. So let's just pray he has a great recovery. I'm actually going to go home tomorrow to see him because I'm on break now, spring break. But again, I got this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as you've seen on YouTube in the color 30 Cafe Cafe, and this was $6.29 at the K-Mart. So my total at K-Mart came to $19.55, and I only brought $20 with me, so it was perfect. Next, I'm going to go on to the items that I got at CVS, and I got two of my favorite drugstore foundations. These are my top two favorite drugstore foundations. And I stocked up on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-hour wear, and the Maybelline Fit Me. I love both these. This one is like my perfect skin tone. This is actually the foundation I'm wearing right now, and the bottle looks lighter. But as you can see on the skin, it matches me pretty perfectly, and I think the undertone is really good as well. And I have the color 355 Coconut in this one, and at CVS, this cost $7.99, so $8. And yeah, so I just wanted to get another bottle before I ran out, and this is like my perfect shade, and you do not need a primer with this, and I'm super oily and I don't wear a primer with this. I just set it with a powder really well, and it lasts all day. It doesn't really transfer. I haven't really noticed too much transfer, and as I start to get oily, like I haven't touched up in a while, it still looks really natural and really, really good on the skin. It just looks amazing. I love this foundation. I'm so glad I tried it without a primer, because when I did use it with a primer, it got oily after like 4 or 5 hours. Like really, really oily, like saturated with oil. But when I don't set it, it lasts me like a good 8 hours. It lasts a whole day. And it only gets oily in the T-zone, not all over my face. When I use the primer, it got oily all over my face. But when I don't, it's just like around the nose, on the nose, and a little bit in the forehead. And that's it. So I love this without a primer. Again, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless in the shade 355 Coconut. And that is what I'm wearing today. And again, the other favorite drugstore foundation of mine is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, and I got the color Cocoa, which is the darkest shade. And I also really like this one, except for this one has more of a red undertone, so the undertone is off, the shade is good, the color match is pretty good, but the undertone is a little bit off. So to counteract that, I also picked up another one of these powders in the color 700 Classic Tan, which is obviously lighter than me, and it's more yellow, so that kind of counteracts the red and the darkness of this foundation because I have a lighter yellow powder. And this is one of my favorite combinations. I'm pretty sure I could wear this for 24 hours and look fabulous. And also I picked up another one of these powders in the darker shade Cocoa. So this is the next to darker shade in the powder. I think they only have 7 or 8 colors in the powder, and this is the darkest, and this powder is supposed to correspond with this foundation. These are both Cocoa. And Cocoa looks like it has like a neutral red undertone. So I'm thinking I might be able to use this in the summer when I get darker as an all-over face powder. But for now, I may just try and use it as a contour. I don't know, I'm going to play with it. All I know is that these powders are amazing, and L'Oreal has my favorite powders ever, and my favorite foundations. And so all three of these things came from CVS, and each one of these was $12.99 at CVS. So I only picked up 4 items from CVS, makeup items from CVS, 2 foundations and 2 powders. Again, these powders, I love them. They are my favorite powders. And these are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Finish, Air Fine Texture, Oil-Free, 16-hour powders. And I got the color 700 Classic Tan and 800 Cocoa. And that's what they look like side by side. And you guys know I love these powders because no matter how much I put on, they do not get cakey. Love these, love these, love these. I can't say enough about these. If you're oily skin or combination skin, you need to get these in your life because they are amazing. And so are these 2 foundations. If you're an oily girl, I definitely suggest you try them out. $8 versus $13. Both are well worth it. And I'm looking forward to trying these powders and this concealer. And that concludes this drugstore foundation haul, because you guys know I'm a foundation junkie, and a little update about my nails. And look at my curls today, they're so on fleek. It's been a good day. A good Thursday. Yes, curls popping today. Enjoying my short hair, especially since the summer's about to be here. Yay! So yeah, like I said, that concludes this video. I hope everyone has a wonderful spring break if you're on spring break. If you're not, have a wonderful weekend. Tell your family that you love them. Thanks for all the prayers when it comes to my dad. And that's it. The next time you see a video, after today, I'll probably shoot during break while I'm at home for a few days, maybe with my sister or something. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.